In a world where cruelty walks the school hallways in plain sight, one new girl didn't just survive the bullies, she shattered them. What started with a tug on her hair ended with a broken arm and a broken reputation. But what no one expected was what came next. Before we dive into the insane truth behind this unbelievable story, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we bring you real stories that will leave you speechless. Ready? Buckle up! This is going to hit hard! When Madison Clark stepped off the yellow school bus that first Monday morning, no one knew who she was or where she'd come from. She wasn't dressed flashy, no heavy makeup, no loud attitude, just a simple black hoodie, worn sneakers, and an unreadable stare. But there was something in the way she carried herself, quiet, calculating, that made some people curious, and others, especially the bullies of Ridge Hill High, feel threatened. She was transferred in from somewhere out of state, the rumors said, but no one had the full story. All they knew was that the principal had made it clear to the staff, "Give this one space, trust me." But teenagers don't listen, especially not Blake, the golden-haired linebacker who ruled the school with his fake charm and vicious pack of followers. Blake didn't like what he couldn't control, and Madison was clearly not afraid of him. So when she didn't laugh at his joke in the cafeteria or move when he accidentally knocked her books down, it triggered something in him. He started small, name-calling, mockery, public humiliation. Then it got physical. One day, in the middle of the hallway, while students recorded on their phones, Blake yanked Madison's ponytail so hard she stumbled backward. The whole school gasped, expecting her to cry. But she didn't. Instead, she stood still for a few seconds, eyes closed, breathing deep. Then she looked at Blake with a calm, terrifying smile. "You've made a mistake," she said. The crowd laughed until she moved. In one fluid, blur-fast twist, she stepped into him, gripped his wrist, spun his arm the wrong way, and the pop echoed like a gunshot through the hallway. Blake screamed. Phones dropped. Silence. Then chaos. Teachers ran in, students screamed, and Madison? She stood there, untouched, expressionless, like nothing had happened. The school sent her home. Blake was taken to the ER with a shattered forearm and 3 torn ligaments. But the real break was psychological. The legend of Madison Clark. The next few days turned Ridge Hill into a rumor factory. Who was she? Where did she learn to fight like that? Some said she was ex-military. Others swore she was part of some underground assassin program. But no one knew the truth. The teachers were tight-lipped. The administration even tighter. Security footage of the incident? Deleted. News coverage? Silenced. And the more people tried to find out, the deeper the mystery got. Even her school file was suspicious, heavily redacted with entire pages blacked out. That only made her more feared and more targeted. You'd think breaking the arm of the school's top bully would give her peace. But it did the opposite. Blake's friends wanted revenge. One by one, they tried. Jake cornered her behind the gym, walked away with a dislocated shoulder. Tori laced her locker with itching powder, but was suspended after Madison calmly handed over the security camera proof before lunch. But while most backed off, one person didn't. Emma Blackwell. She was the smartest girl in school, head of the AV club. And she didn't believe in legends. She started digging, and what she found chilled her to the bone. Madison Clark's real name wasn't Madison. She had no living family. She had no online footprint prior to 6 months ago. And then Emma found it. A classified juvenile facility in upstate Virginia. Closed after a training accident left 4 staff members hospitalized. A girl, age 15, had allegedly defended herself during an illegal fight club run by guards. The report was scrubbed, sealed, but the name she found? Madison Clark. Emma printed it all and left it anonymously in the principal's mailbox. That afternoon, the school went on sudden lockdown. Madison was pulled from class. But she didn't resist. She knew this was coming. Just begun. They called in a special escort, a man in a black suit, no badge, no ID, just a whisper of some agency no one dared question. But before they could take her, Madison requested one final thing, an all-school assembly. The staff said no, until she reminded them about a certain USB drive she had hidden with footage they'd want to stay buried. They gave in. And that, Friday, the gym was packed. Students whispered, phones ready to record. Madison stood center court, spotlight blazing, voice steady. "You all think I'm dangerous," she said. "You're right. But not for the reasons you think." She revealed everything. The fight club, the abuse, the training she was forced into. How she was the only one who made it out. How she'd been relocated to Ridge Hill as part of a behavior monitoring program. "But what I've seen here," she said, eyes locking on the crowd, "is worse than any place I've been, because here the monsters wear smiles." She turned to Blake's crew. "You think you run this school? Try running from the truth." The gym erupted. Some cheered, some cried, some just stared. Madison was escorted out, but she was never arrested. In fact, a week later, she was back. New ID, new file, new mission. Because Madison wasn't just any girl. She was part of a bigger plan, one designed to place skilled survivors in dangerous schools to expose hidden abuse. And Ridge Hill High was only her first assignment. Blake transferred. His friends kept quiet, and every student knew, mess with Madison, and you might leave with more than just a broken arm. You might leave changed, forever.